Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie. Boogie down Bronx. I got lotion on my hands, and I am here to take care of the Gemini. Gemini, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Gemini as a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or South Node sign. Quick shout out to my shirt. I got my June Gemini shirt on. Some of you may be a May Gemini, but that's okay. I got on a June Gemini shirt. So if you're a June Gemini or you know a June Gemini, check out the Etsy shop and get you a June Gemini shirt. All right. So Geminis, you guys have been doing really, really great. You've been doing really, really well with the readings. And the last two videos definitely were the highest you've had ever. So keep up the good work. Let's get another amazing reading for Gemini. Hopefully you guys have gotten the liar out of your space. I don't want to see no more liars, or gotten the envious people away, whoever it was that you were dealing with. I also have a Gemini extended that was on my Patreon, or is on my Patreon, so check that out if you're looking for more insight on the Gemini energy from the last reading. Okay. So Geminis, happy birthday to the Gemini suns out there. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what the blunt truth is that Gemini needs to hear. Whoa, that's too many cards. What is the blunt truth Gemini needs to hear for their season? Oh my gosh, what's going on? What is the blunt truth Gemini needs to hear for their season? I'm pulling the blunt truth. I didn't do a pre-shuffle this time. Transformative ending and trouble up ahead. Shadow work needed is at the bottom of the deck. We're going to see what shadow work you need to do with my shadow work deck. But we got 999, transformative ending, and then trouble up ahead. So for many of you, there's still some issues you're having here with some type of trouble, some type of something. Let me see if I can clarify these two real quick. What is the trouble up ahead in regards to for Gemini? What is the trouble up ahead in regards to for Gemini? So we're here again. And what about transformative ending? I don't know what that means. Drop the facade. Okay. So pretending. Maybe you're the liar. Maybe you're the liar in this equation, Gemini, because, you know, there was a liar in the space, but having a facade is deception. What is deception? Lying, not being honest, dishonesty. Okay, so what is the shadow work that Gemini needs to work on with this energy? What is the shadow work? What is hidden from Gemini? The Hanged Man. That's the shadow work, the Hanged Man. Let's see what that says in here. If I can find it in my book. Hold on, Gemini. Okay. The hangman represents knowing sacrifice when we realize we must accept a short-term difficulty for a long-term gain. The hangman archetype, showing us the importance of devotions, surrender, and sacrifice. Forgiveness is also a message contained with this card. Upright, knowing sacrifice, change in perspective, and patience. So your shadow work is being unwilling to make that sacrifice, right? Whether that be a sacrifice for yourself, for your children, for your job, for your family, whatever it is. Like knowing when to make the sacrifice. So I'm also hearing that you guys make a lot of sacrifices for the wrong things, the wrong people. And then you may feel resentful or angry because you just sacrificed so many things. The hangman is connected to Pisces energy and representing sacrifice. But sacrifice is not giving up who you are as a person for somebody else. Sacrifice is not giving everything up for somebody else. Sacrifice is you're giving up something temporarily for a greater gain in the future, right? Not just to try to control somebody else or try to change somebody else's perspective or get something from them necessarily, but giving up something for yourself, like giving up alcohol, right? That's a sacrifice. Giving up unhealthy food because you're trying to lose weight. So, you know, it's something that you're going to pay off in the end, but like a sacrifice, like I'm going to sacrifice my money, my home, my comfort for this person so they can give me love back. No, that's not an equal sacrifice. All right. So know what's going on here, Gemini, but this looks messy again. So we got 3 messy months. Messy boots. Okay, trouble up ahead. Can you tell us for trouble up ahead with Gemini? What is this trouble up ahead? What is this trouble up ahead in regards to for Gemini? Where they need to be honest with themselves. What is this trouble up ahead? There's someone better. Again, with the same message. What is this trouble up ahead for Gemini? Temptation. What is this trouble up ahead for Gemini? Hidden enemy. Still with the hidden enemy. Affair or third party. These cards are flipping. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it one. Self-sabotage, rejection. It's like some of you guys need to really learn something through these hard relationships. Like a relationship being like extremely challenging and difficult does not mean that you need to like continue to push through with this person. You know, cheating is not a part of the trials and tribulations. I'm not sorry. Like cheating is not a part of the ups and downs. Like some of you guys are really willing to sacrifice your stability, sacrifice your sanity for somebody that doesn't matter, or people that mistreat you. This can even be in friendships. This doesn't have to be like just in a romantic sense, you know? But I do see something coming to a close. You have completion or closure along with that transformative ending card that we just looked at. So, you know, you continue to get to this place continuously with a certain person over and over and over, or you continue to meet the same types of people. Ooh, Gemini. So it can either be that you continue to stay in like a karmic cycle, like a repetitive cycle with a specific person, or you continue to meet the same person in a different body. You're continuing to meet the same person in a different body. And you know what that means? That means that there's something within you that you need to change. So who is this type of person that you continue to meet? Whether it be you're dealing with the same person literally, or you're dealing with the same types of people. They're unavailable. They're unstable. They're whatever. They're not healthy. They're toxic. They're manipulative. They're controlling. What does it say about your self-limiting beliefs about yourself? If these are types of people that you continue to engage with and entertain, right, that are not worth it, you continue to sacrifice for these people. So there's always going to be that temptation to go back to what is most familiar. And if what is most familiar to you is toxicity or instability or uncertainty or hot and cold or mind games, whatever it is, that's what's going to be alluring to you. That's what's going to feel stimulating. Chaos. Peace is not going to feel very healthy to you. It's not going to feel stimulating enough. You have to retrain your brain to understand that emotional volatility is not love. Obsession is not love. Instability is not love. Safe, predictable, healthy, interdependent, not codependent is love. Okay? So you have to look at where you're self-sabotaging because you continue to sacrifice for other people. We're here again. You're at some type of crossroads. You're at some type of point where you're feeling stuck again because you're at the place where you've sacrificed, or you've fell into a trap with a certain individual or certain people. So, with that being said, let's see. What is the transformative ending for Gemini? What is the transformative ending for Gemini? This closure here. What is this about? Affair or third party. Again, we have friendships, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. It's really about like understanding like what is really or who is really worth fighting for. A lot of you have just been fighting for the wrong things, the wrong people. And you're like, well, I'm sacrificing. Why am I not getting anything in return? What exactly are you sacrificing, and who are you sacrificing for? That is the question. Okay. Some of you just, like I mentioned before, you need better discernment. You need better discernment of people. You need to learn to trust yourself more. So you have affair or third party. So there's a lot of messiness here, a lot of like mixing up with different people or exes involved or cheating and this and that and the third involved. All right. For a lot of you, it's because you tend to ignore red flags in people that you see very early on, or you don't want to believe, or you're afraid to believe that there's someone better or someone more suitable for you. Or it's kind of like you're doing the same thing expecting different results, but in regards to relationships. So it's like you're dealing with the same types of friendships, the same type of people romantically, and expecting the outcome to be different. Like whether that be, you're trying to make people become more available or whatever it is, or be more open or be more like consistent. You can't change these people, okay? So the test for you is going to be to see if you slip back into the temptation with dealing with these same types of energies. How many times do you need to deal with the same types of things again and again to understand that it's never going to change? You have to change your behaviors. You have to change the type of people you go towards. You have to change your mindsets. You have to change your self-limiting beliefs until you realize that you're not being honest with yourself, right? And you're taking on these people personally that you cannot change. You're trying to be people's therapists, right? Maybe you need the therapy. Gemini. I love you though. But I'm just saying, okay? Fight for it and you have life purpose. Fight for people that you know are really worthy of being in your life. Really a part of your purpose. You think that person that continues to hurt you and cheat on you is a part of your life purpose? You think that's your soulmate? You think that's your twin flame? That person that is abusing you, that is like a horrible friend, that is disloyal, that talks about you behind your back, that frenemy, you think that is somebody who is aiding to your life purpose? Projectors, you think that person is going to bring you success, that person that continues to weigh you down, friend, family, even. If that person does not bring you success, they're not a part of your life purpose. Generators, that person who is continuously making you frustrated, unsatisfied, frustrated, that person is not a part of your life purpose. Manifestor, that person that just makes you so angry all the time, doesn't bring you any type of peace, ever, rarely ever, maybe for 5 seconds. That person is not a part of your life purpose. Reflectors, that person who disappoints you over and over and over and never gives you any pleasantry, no pleasant surprises in your life. That person is not a part of your life purpose, okay? So all that to say is you guys need to get real. You need to be honest with yourself. Do you really feel like you should have to struggle this hard? Like relationships are not that hard. Like people really think that relationships are supposed to be just so stressful all the time and just so up and down and just so this and that. Like, yes, they can be triggering. Healthy relationships are very triggering, but you are not constantly being abused or hurt in a malicious way. That's not right. Okay, so you guys have to be honest with yourself about that and be like, do I truly know that I deserve better? And am I really reflecting that outward? What is this relationship that I continue to let hurt me and abuse me say about how I feel about myself? Even if it's not blatant abuse, like these people that are inconsistent, that's more passive or passive aggressive. People that are hot and cold, people that breadcrumb you, only give you a little bit, but just enough to keep you interested. What does that say about how you think about yourself? Is that what you feel like you deserve? You answer me. I don't know. All right, what's the advice? Any advice here to close this out? Any advice here? They will reach out. So you have people that know your weaknesses, right? People that look at you and this may hurt, this may sting, but people will, especially like maybe narcissistic or manipulative people, they know your weaknesses, or they will look at you as weak because you continue to let them back in. They know you're weak. They know that you have a soft spot for them. You're not a weak person, but they think you're weak, right? They will reach out. If they have letters in name A, S, H, L, or N, could be O, Q, U, X, or Z. Look out for somebody that reaches out. they're going to reach out. There's going to be temptation. You have to have better boundaries. You have to finally decide, like, enough is enough. I'm not going to let these types of people play with me anymore. Angel numbers for guidance. Ask your angel numbers for assistance. Ask them to show you a certain number to help you with a certain decision. Be like, show me 444 if I should let this person go. Show me 555 if I should do XYZ. You can talk to your angels like that. All right. Ooh, child, Gemini, please. Gemini, please get it together, Gemini. I need us to get somewhere. I need us to get off this message. The last 3 months have been pretty crazy with this message. All right, what else for Gemini? Closing it out here. What else is coming towards Gemini that they need to be aware of? What else is coming towards Gemini with the energy? Could be a Sagittarius. Ooh. You ain't got the Tower in a while. And that's Gemini. Please don't wait until things just blow up in your face to then be like, well, maybe I should leave now. Or maybe I should have left already. You think? Tell me about the Tower for Gemini. What is the Tower in regards to trouble up ahead? Definitely trouble up ahead. A big major breakdown or a big major blowout, a blow up. Could be with the Virgo. I'm seeing strong earth energy. Decide what you're going to do though, okay? It leads to your happiness though. It's kind of like one of those situations like you're not blind anymore. Like you're finally seeing things for what they are, whether it be like you're seeing things like strongly about yourself, right? Moon card in reverse, Pisces. Hangman in reverse, Pisces. You could have Pisces placements or you're dealing with a Pisces. You're seeing where you've sacrificed yourself way too much, or you weren't supposed to sacrifice yourself at all. Who you are, your morals, your values, your integrity for somebody else. And it's blowing up in your face. It's blowing up in your face. Whether that's like internally blowing up and you're like really like feeling that pain or that regret or that anger now, or it's blowing up because you continue to ignore your intuition. Either one. But Sun card, it's leading to your happiness, okay? It's leading to your happiness, but unfortunately, Geminis, the universe thinks you're pretty stubborn sometimes, so you have to be shown things in a pretty harsh way in order to really understand the lesson. Sometimes you don't get it when the universe is just kind of nudging you gently. They are like, well, gotta send the fire, gotta send the windstorm, gotta send the rain, because Gemini will not listen, not pay attention to me unless it is just completely devastating and tragic. Now, unfortunately, we don't ever want it to get to that point, but sometimes that's what it is. All right. So what else is the advice for Gemini as we are? Death card in reverse. There's still resistance. There's still resistance to letting this go, whatever this is. These relationships, to ending these cycles, dealing with these people. Got the Temperance card here again. Sagittarius, Three of Swords reversed. So Death card reverse. 10 of Swords reverse. A lot of like holding on to this pain or like refusing to see things for what they are, refusing to let it go, refusing to like really let the transformation process happen, accept the ending, drop the facade about, if you're happy, you're truly happy or not. Find the balance in your life or understand why it may be hard for you to accept balance in your life, right? Some of you, like, you really consciously, you're like, yeah, I want a stable relationship. I want stable friendships. I want stability in my life. But you create chaos or you gravitate towards that. You bring chaos into your life. But you're like, oh, but I want stability. But you continue to stay in these situations that mirror your past wounds. You have to heal your past wounds. You have to heal those internal issues, mother issues, father issues, going towards people that reopen those wounds over and over and over, because that's what you know. Therapy will help. YouTube will help. There's self-help books, inner child healing books. Educate yourself, okay? Gemini, I know you like to read. I know you like to learn and study and understand. Learn to heal yourself, okay? Learn to heal yourself. There should not be any excuse like, I know money, everybody can't afford therapy, but there are a lot of self-help. There's Facebook groups. There are ways. But it's not only enough to learn the information, you have to then apply it. A lot of you know all these things already. You're like, I know I have inner child issues. I know that I have this and I know I have that. And I know that I'm struggling. Okay, so now what's the next step? To do something about it, to do something different, to do something that's going to help you, to make a healthy sacrifice. Okay, you're sacrificing for all these other things, all these other people, but you're not willing to sacrifice and be temporarily uncomfortable, have a temporary discomfort so you can be healthy and you can have healthy relationships that mirror how you feel about yourself on the inside. So that's where we're at, Gemini. Now we have all this stuff blowing up in our faces now. Everything is revealed as far as like our role that we play in attracting these types of people or engaging with these types of people. Now we're seeing things for what they are. Now, how are we going to change ourselves to implement these things and be better and make better choices? How are we going to prepare ourselves for when the temptations come to fall back into these patterns with these past people, with these similar people, these toxic people? How are you going to prepare yourself for when that comes? Because it's not the trigger that you need to avoid. You can't avoid your triggers. You have to respond to them differently. That is the key. All right. So that should answer all your questions about like, why can't I avoid this and why I keep falling into this trap? You have to push yourself, make a sacrifice and be like, I am going to respond differently. Generators, especially. I'm going to choose to respond differently to these types of people or not respond at all. All right. So that's what we got for you, Gemini. Happy Gemini season. Whew. Y'all, I don't know. It's stressing me out, Gemini. Thank you for watching, Gemini. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comments down below. It was crazy. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Channel by Bronx. Channel by Bronx. Can't even talk, Gemini. On everything.